Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Tuesday, the 18th of October 2022. I hope you are keeping well. I'm pretty tired. I've been speaking all day. I'm not sure that my voice is going to last until the end of the video, but I shall attempt to finish it off anyway. Do my best to get to the end of this here video. Right. This is the New York Times heart level game. And I should jump straight in with things that I can tell you, that I can see. Okay, I can see a couple of things already. So let's start with these twos blocking across here and a two blocking down. That's going to give me a lovely two in that place. When I say lovely, I'm giving it an aesthetic value. I don't know why, it's just a digit on a grid. I'm probably going to be a bit crazy here today. Don't know what's going on. Let's see. What I can see is 4 blocking down here and 4 blocking across here. That means we have 4s blocking across this row and across this row for the eventual 4 that fits in one of these two squares, and that's going to give me a 4 there. We've got 4 up, 4 down, and 4 across these rows here, right? So that's going to be a 4 there. Now we have 1 and 5 blocking down here, and we have 1 and 5 blocking up here. 1, 5, 1, 5. Oops, things jumping. So we have 1 and 5 in these squares. Oh yeah, look, of course we've got the 6 blocking. I could have done the 6 anyway by itself without even doing that. Let's do that. So that's the 6. And down here we've got 7 and 8. Right, okay, yes. Actually, so the 8 blocks across here, so 8 is in one of these squares, 8 blocking back here, that's going to put an 8 into that square there. Okay, along this row we are still lacking a 2, so let's bring these 2s down and say, hey, no way in those 2 squares. 2 has to fit here instead. Okay, in this row here, we've got 3 and 7 blocking these 2 squares here, right? So we don't yet have 3 and 7 in the row, so 3 and 7 must be in these 2 squares here. And I don't know which is which, but they are 3 and 7, that much I can say. How about what goes in here? It's not 3 or 7, and therefore it will be 5 and 9. So we've got the 9 blocking up here, that's where the 9 goes, and that's where the 5 goes. Okay, good. I think this is going to be a tough game. Oh, hang on a minute, I've got something else. 9 up here, 9 down here, and 9 across here, that's where the 9 goes. What's going on up here? Okay, we've got 3 blocking up here and 3 across here, so 3 is in one of these 2 squares here, blocking down. Let's take the 3 down here and the 3 across here, so that must be a 3. Well, I'll tell you some of my thinking about the logic here. 8s have to appear in these squares, right? And 8s have to appear in these squares. Sorry. Like this, based on what we have, right? From the 8s, like this, that we have here. So that means the 8s are in those squares there. Oh, I already knew that, didn't I? 7 and 8. Oh, I'm finding out things I already knew. How about that? Finding out things I already knew. That's how tired I am, folks. It's going to be one of those days. I'm discovering things that I already discovered before. Oh dear. I think this is a game that's going to be a pencil mark game for me because I don't think my brain is up to it much right now. I'm just too tired. If this game requires any visualization, I've got not a chance at all, I think. Let's have a click on the digits and see if anything bright-eyed, see if any bright ideas come to mind. No, this is an almost, but not quite. It's like this, and then it's, oops, like that. Like this. So we've got 5s like this and this and this and this, so that means 5s are in those squares. 5s are like this over here, but over here 5s are still possible like that, so I can't get that from what I have at the moment, I don't think. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to solve this if I don't do pencil marks. I'm just too tired to go ahead and do any more. So I'm just going to fill in the pencil marks and finish off this game. Sorry, notation free solvers. Best of luck to you, but not me here today. Not with this. I just can't see it. My eyes are glazing over already. Oh dear. I'll just put in some of the stuff that we do know for sure. Okay, let's have a look. I won't be speaking too much because I'm really trying to preserve my voice. Tomorrow and the next day and the next day I've got speaking all day long, so I need to hold on to my voice a bit. Certainly the Sudokus will be much reduced as well. There certainly won't be 4 games this week, that's for sure, on a day. Ah, we've got 3 numbers in 3. Okay, 3 and 3. 3 for 3, as they say in cricket. Or maybe they don't say in cricket, I don't know. We've got 3, 8 and 7 here. Okay, a triplet. 3 numbers in 3 squares. That I'm sure you notation free solvers managed to spot. Well done. I missed it. So let's see now. We've got 3, 7 and 8. So what we are left with is 1, 5 and 6. So what do we know? We see the 6 blocking across here, so we've got 6 in those squares. And how about our 1 and 5? Do we know anything? I don't think we do. No, so even if you found those 3 digits there, it's still not over, is it? Okay. In that case, I'm glad that I decided to use pencil marks then. We've got 7 across here and 7 one of these squares blocking up, so we've got a pair of 7s up there. I think that's all of the pairs that we can do. But when I put in here, look, I've got to put in 1, 5, right, to finish off this grid here. When I do that, I'm going to end up with 1, 5 here like this. So that's going to be a naked pair along here, right? I'd switch that telephone off. There's going to be a naked pair of 1, 5 along here, right? So that 5 can't exist. I can remove that 5 and place the 5 here. And also, I've just noticed, I think I'm going to have a unique rectangle, right? We've got 1, 5 here, like this. 1, 5, 1, 5. This can't be 1, 5. It's got to be the 6, hasn't it? Unique rectangle in that position. Okay, so that's made things a bit easier. So now we can say 6 across here. I'm sure you notation-free solvers managed to get that, but I certainly did not. 6 down here like this. That puts 6 there. And of course this is going to be 1 and 5 here now, so we know the 5 can't go here. So the 5 must be in that square, the 1 must be here, and then this can't be a 5 any longer. 5 must be here, and 4 must be there. And when that 4 blocks up there, we're going to have a pair of 4s. No, actually, that's not true. There's a 4 here already. Sorry, 4 blocking up like this. That's our 4. That's our 6. And that's going to put a 6 in this square here. And we can delete that 6 there. Place our 6 there. So missing numbers here and here are 1 and 2, I think, which should match up here as 1 and 2 here. Right, so then we've got 1s blocking across here and 1 here, so that means 1 is somewhere in that row. And the 2 here means that that can't be a 2 any longer, so we can remove that. And now that leaves us with just this square. And when we get the 2 there, we're going to get a lot of other stuff as well, because we get the 2, and that means we've got the 3, and we got the 7, and we got the 8. And that's the beauty of using these Snyder candidates. There's just a 7 to go left here now. 7 blocking down here, that means 7's in one of these squares here. And because we have the 7 blocking down here and 7 blocking across here, we know that 7 has to be in that square. We have just one missing number up here, which is a 9. Let's put that in, and that means 9 is going to be somewhere down here as well. 1, 4 and 9. That 4 means that that's not true any longer. That 4 actually must be there. I can remove candidate 4 there. 4 and 6 are finished. We don't need them anymore. I must be able to get this down here, mustn't I? Because we've got a pair of 1 and 5 here, so this must in fact be an 8 as earlier possibly I suggested it might be. Right, now we've got 8 like this, and so okay. Right, we've got 9 down here. Now there's just one digit missing, and that is not a 9. 9 will have to fit into this column here. If I choose the right thing on the computer. And this will have to be a 2 to finish the grid. 2 blocks across here, so that's where the 2 goes. The last number here is a 1. We're going to have a pair of 1s down here. And so we can get this number as well, which will be a 9. Meaning that these 2 squares cannot be 9 any longer. Okay. Right, it's all coming along swimmingly, I think, don't you? 5 blocking across here puts a 5 into that square here, meaning this must be our 3 and our 5 will be here. So actually, after working out that 1 and 5 there, that pair, or that unique rectangle, everything else has been pretty easy, isn't it, really? Actually, there's another one here, look. 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8. That's got to be a 3, hasn't it? Look, we might as well do that one as well while we're in the mood for unique rectangles. Let's do it. Let's get rid of the 3 there as well. And so we can get this digit up here now, can't we? Which must be a 2. And of course the 1, oops, sorry, wrong mode, selected 2 here and 1 there. Right. It's not tricky now from here on in, is it? I see 7, 8 here. I see this 8 blocking this square, so I know that in fact that must be a 7 and that must be an 8, and the 7 will be here, and the 7 will go there, and the 8 will be there. and the 8's in that square, and the 9 is here, and the 9 is there. Missing from here is 1 and 3, I think. Can't quite tell which is which just yet. Must be able to, surely. Must know which is which, mustn't I? 3. Something's wrong. Have I made a mistake? No, we have 3 blocking up here, so that's our 3. And 3 blocks here, that's our 3, and that's our 1. And this will be a 1 to finish the... Okay, so 1 here, 7 there. And 5 blocks this square, so that's a 1, and 5 will finish off today's New York Times. Oh, listen to my voice, it's just about made it to the end of the video. Brain has made it to the end of the video too, pretty much intact, although certainly not in notation free mode. Bye bye.